So just a little job for the Sunday. A bathroom fitter that I do a bit of work for just needed this done so we can get the bath in on Monday. A lot of tile adhesive on the walls, so I spent a bit of time giving it a scrape off at first rather than just going straight over it. Sometimes if you've got the right sort of tile adhesive, if you've got a bit of luck on your side, you can get a good scraper behind it and almost get it back to like a good wall again, really, which was the case here. You just have a little go and you'll soon see whether or not if it wants to move. And lucky for me, this one did. So I got most of it off, so I only needed a light skim. Otherwise, you've got to put it on quite heavy to cover tile adhesive. But another little tip, if you have got tile adhesive, sometimes if you put water on it, give it a good soak in, depending what adhesive it was in the first place, you can sort of bring it back to life and scrape it off. Or failing that, you can get a wallpaper steamer on it and sort of start softening it up with that. Depends what sort, obviously. Some of it just won't move or won't soften, whatever you do. But some of these older ones, maybe if it was like in a ready mix in a tub, some of them do come back to life. So anyway, yeah, just spent a bit of time scraping it all off. As you can see here, trusty old scraper. Made a bit of noise for half hour, but it saves all that time trying to go over the top of old tile adhesive. And then you're sort of creating a thicker wall, because all this was for was just literally so that once a bath's in, it can all be tiled on. So it didn't have to be perfect. It just had to be nice and sort of as level as possible, just to give the bloke that's doing the tiling a bit of chance, really. So I'm nearly there with this. Didn't take long at all, really. Probably 10-15 minutes and this was all scraped off. It's always worth having a decent scraper on. You know, no other scraper will really get behind this, like one of these big decorator scrapers. Even just like a normal handheld like scraper is no good. You really need one of these with a big sharp blade in it. And as you can see, that's really done the job there. So there's just a few holes in that bit of wall there where some of the plasterboard had ripped off. But other than that, I wouldn't have needed to skim it, really. Could have just gone there today and did that. But like I say, there was a few holes in there that just needed a bit of gear. So I just mixed up some finish. I just put in the PVA on here. A little bit of red dye in that PVA still. And then I just mixed up some finish and I did chuck a couple of handfuls of bonding in it. Just to give it a little bit of body, really. Just to take in any of them little dips and dents. So once it was all PVA'd, I just gave it sort of 10 minutes to take in. I mean, it was drying instantly. You can see there on the time lapse, it's sucking in almost as soon as I stopped. So, but I did do that twice. I gave it 2 PVAs, and then I did give it 2 good coats of this sort of mix with the bonding in it. So just sort of trailing that in now. That's the second coat, I think, just trailing that in. And then just gave it a little polish up with the Nella, the semi-flex, whatever it is, Nella Flex. Didn't go to town on it. It doesn't need to be like a finished wall to be painted. Just enough that when he tiles over it, he can put his tile adhesive on it without going up and down and lumps and bumps everywhere. So yeah, really easy little Sunday, really. Right, that's a little Sunday job done. It's only 12:30 and that's that little bit done. Just had to get that done, ready for the bathroom fit to go in tomorrow and get the bath in. I didn't want to be doing it after we fitted the bath, so I went out there today and did that. Nice people. Never met the customers before because I'm doing it through the bathroom fitter, which is not something that usually happens to me. Usually it's always just me and the customers, so I always usually know who I'm meeting, but didn't know these two at all. But a really lovely couple, really nice little job, pleasure to work around there. So now I have just been to B&Q and loaded up for plaster for tomorrow. Just picked up 10 bags from there. I'll start a job in Cambridge tomorrow, doing this indoor climbing centre thing. I'm only doing the cafe area, the reception area, not doing the climbing walls. I know my plastering can be bad, but it ain't that bad. I don't think it's too climbing up standard yet. I'll have to work on that. But anyway, I'm just taking the apple as I do on the way home, especially for Charlie. He likes watching me eat my apple on the way home.
That's for you, Chazza. Yeah, I might see you tomorrow for this Cambridge job. I might show you some footage of that. But it's commercial work, so it's quite a big job, a lot of plastering. Could be a late day in, so I may not get anything out tomorrow night. Just see how I feel when I get in, really. I'm hoping to do a proper day's work compared to that little far-ass bit there. But anyway, I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Actually, you'll be seeing this Sunday. Yeah, Sunday evening you'll see this. We'll get it out later. See you all.